Right now, at this very moment, 18 inches of snow is already falling in Little Rock. Power lines are snapping under ice in Memphis, and this monster storm hasn't even reached half the country yet. In the next 25 minutes, you will know exactly when this historic winter storm hits your street, your neighborhood, your town. Not tomorrow, not in 6 hours, the exact hour. Here is what makes this different from every other storm you have seen. This is not just snow. This is not just ice. This is a cross-country catastrophe stretching from New Mexico to Maine. One single storm system. Winter storm warnings cover 38 states. Ice storm warnings blanket the deep south. And the moisture? It is coming all the way from Hawaii. Yes, you heard that right. Hawaiian moisture mixing with Siberian cold. The perfect recipe for disaster. But here is the critical part. This storm is running 6 to 8 hours ahead of schedule. That means if you thought you had all day Saturday to prepare, you don't. The window is closing right now. Comment below where you live. Drop your city name, your town, your zip code. Because in this video, I am giving specific forecasts for over 50 major cities and regions. And you need to know your exact timeline. Let me show you what is already happening. As I record this, snow is accumulating in Knoxville, Tennessee. That was not supposed to start until this afternoon. Freezing rain is coating roads in eastern Tennessee. Ice is building in North Alabama. The models did not predict this for another 8 hours. This is a classic case of overperformance. When Pacific moisture overrides a shallow cold air mass, computer models consistently underestimate the precipitation. And that is exactly what we are seeing. Oklahoma City, you are in the thick of it right now. 8 more inches of snow coming your way. Tulsa, same story. 8 inches on top of what you already have. The roads are impassable. Travel is impossible. And it is only going to get worse before it gets better. Little Rock, Arkansas. This is catastrophic. You are looking at a raging winter storm right now, multiple inches of sleet, heavy freezing rain on top. This is not a dusting. This is not a minor ice event. This is infrastructure crippling ice accumulation. Memphis, Tennessee. You started with snow, a couple inches already on the ground, but now you are transitioning to sleet. That sleet will continue through the afternoon. Then tonight, pure freezing rain. By tomorrow morning, you could have a 1/4 inch of ice coating everything. Trees, power lines, roads, everything. Nashville, here is your timeline. Snow is falling now. You will pick up 2 to 3 inches before noon. Then the transition begins. Sleet takes over this afternoon, 1 to 2 inches of sleet accumulation. Then tonight, the ice, a 1/4 inch, possibly more. This is a multi-hazard event for you, Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. The ice line is moving south toward you throughout the day. You still have a 1/10 to a 1/4 inch of ice coming. That might not sound like much, but it is enough. Enough to make roads treacherous, enough to bring down tree branches, enough to cause scattered power outages. But here is where it gets really serious. Northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, northern Mississippi. If you live in Shreveport, Monroe, Pine Bluff, Tupelo, listen carefully. You are in the bullseye for the worst ice accumulation in this entire storm system. 3/4 of an inch to 1 full inch of pure ice. Let me repeat that. 1 inch of solid ice accumulating on every surface. This happens maybe once every 20 years. Trees will snap. Power will fail. It may be out for days, possibly a week in some areas. If you have not prepared, you are out of time. Jackson, Mississippi, same situation. Extreme ice accumulation. If you still have power and you are hearing my voice, charge every device. Fill your bathtubs with water. If you have a generator, get it ready now. Houston, the ice could reach you. Austin, San Antonio, you are on the southern edge, but freezing rain is possible. Stay alert. Now let me take you up to the Ohio Valley. This is where the storm becomes beautiful instead of destructive. Louisville, Kentucky, Cincinnati, Ohio, southern Indiana, southern Illinois. This is an all-snow event for you. Clean, white, fluffy. No ice, no mixing, just pure snow. 8 to 12 inches total. Some spots could see more. Could we see 18 inches somewhere in this region? Absolutely. The heaviest band sets up somewhere between Louisville and Cincinnati. Whoever gets under that band could hit 1.5 feet. St. Louis, Missouri, 10 to 12 inches for you. Maybe more on the north side. Champaign, Peoria, Springfield, Illinois, you are looking at similar totals. This is a classic Midwest snowstorm. Heavy, wet, perfect packing snow. Now let IEs move east. This is where the forecast gets complicated. This is where you need to pay very close attention to your specific location. Knoxville, Tennessee. You already have snow. You will add another inch or two before changing to sleet this afternoon. Then tonight, some freezing rain. Not as bad as areas to your south, but still enough to cause problems. Asheville, North Carolina, the mountains, Boone, Blowing Rock. You start as snow, maybe 2 to 4 inches, then sleet moves in tonight. Several inches of sleet, then tomorrow, the ice, 1/4 to 1/2 inch. This is a serious event for the high country, Charlotte, North Carolina. Here is your timeline. First flakes could arrive earlier than expected, maybe as early as 6 or 7 p.m. tonight instead of 9 or 10. It starts as sleet, 1 to 3 inches of sleet accumulation overnight, then Sunday transition to freezing rain, 1/4 to 1/2 inch of ice, maybe more in some suburbs. Gastonia, Shelby, Statesville, same forecast. This is a damaging ice event. The upstate of South Carolina, Greenville, Spartanburg, Pickens, Anderson, you get sleet first, 1/2 inch to 1 inch tonight. Then tomorrow, the worst ice of anywhere in the Carolinas, 1/2 inch to 1 full inch of ice accumulation. This rivals what Mississippi is getting. Your power will likely go out. Plan accordingly. Northeast Georgia, the escarpment, Tallulah Falls, Clayton, Rabun County, same devastating ice forecast, 1/2 to 1 inch. This is catastrophic for this region. Columbia, South Carolina, all freezing rain for you. 1/4 inch, enough to cause problems, but not catastrophic. Now here is something critical for the Western Carolinas. Tomorrow evening, Sunday evening, something unusual happens. A squall line moves through. Yes, a line of thunderstorms, but these are not normal thunderstorms. These are elevated supercells forming above the cold air at the surface. What does that mean for you? Thunder ice, thunder sleet. You will hear thunder while ice and sleet are falling. And here is the dangerous part. These storms bring wind gusts, strong winds, on top of ice-covered trees and power lines. That is when we see the massive, widespread power failures. Charlotte, Greenville, Spartanburg, Asheville, this happens Sunday evening between 6 p.m. and midnight, the most dangerous period of the entire storm. Raleigh, North Carolina, you start as snow, brief, maybe 1 inch, then quick change to sleet, then freezing rain, 1/4 inch of ice. Durham, Chapel Hill, Cary, Wake Forest, same timeline. Western suburbs get more ice, eastern suburbs get less. Greensboro, Winston-Salem, you are right on the line, could go either way. Probably 2 to 4 inches of snow and sleet combined, then 1/4 inch of ice. Wilmington, Myrtle Beach, Outer Banks, you barely get touched. Starts as freezing drizzle, changes to cold rain. This is not your storm. Last year was your storm. This year belongs to the interior. Now let's go to Virginia. This state gets everything. Snow, sleet, ice, rain. It all depends on where you are. Richmond, you start as snow, 3 to 5 inches, then sleet, then freezing rain, 1/4 inch of ice, then possibly change to rain late Sunday. Roanoke, Blacksburg, Southwest Virginia, this is serious. 4 to 6 inches of snow, then sleet, then ice, 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Sustained heavy precipitation for 36 hours, Northern Virginia. Fredericksburg, the I-95 corridor, 6 to 10 inches of snow, then mixed with sleet and freezing rain. Some compression from the mix, but still a significant event. Washington, D.C., here is your forecast. 8 inches of snow, that is my number. Could be anywhere from 6 to 12 depending on exact track and mixing. Front end is all snow, heavy. Then Sunday afternoon, transition to sleet and freezing rain. That cuts into your total, but you still end up with a significant accumulation. Baltimore, same forecast, 6 to 10 inches of snow equivalent. Philadelphia, this is interesting. You could go one of two ways. If you stay cold, 10 to 12 inches of snow. If you mix, 6 to 8. Right now, leaning toward the mixed scenario, so call it 8 inches. South Jersey, same deal. The shore points change to rain. Inland areas stay wintry longer. Now let's go where this storm really explodes. The Northeast, New York City Metro, Northern New Jersey, this is substantial. 8 to 12 inches of snow. The city itself probably 10 inches. Bergen County, Westchester, Rockland County, similar. But here's the key. You might mix late Sunday. If you do, totals come down a bit. If you stay all snow, you hit a foot easy. Long Island, western half, 8 to 10 inches. Eastern half, 6 to 8 as you get closer to mixing. But now, this is where it gets incredible. The Hudson Valley, Catskills, Western Massachusetts, Berkshires, Northern Connecticut. This is the jackpot zone. This is where we see the biggest snow totals of the entire storm system. Poughkeepsie, Albany, Pittsfield, Worcester. You are looking at 18 inches. That is my forecast. 18 inches. Some towns could hit 2 feet, 24 inches. This is the storm of the year for you. Maybe the storm of the decade. Multiple inches per hour snowfall rates. Thunder snow possible. This is a full-blown blizzard at times. Hartford, Connecticut, 16 inches. Providence, Rhode Island, 14 to 16 inches. Boston, Massachusetts. Here is your timeline. Snow begins Sunday morning. Light at first, then it ramps up Sunday afternoon. Heavy Sunday night. Intense Monday morning. You are looking at 12 to 16 inches downtown Boston, probably 14 North Shore, South Shore, similar totals. Cape Cod, you might mix, so 8 to 10 inches. Burlington, Vermont, Manchester, New Hampshire, Portland, Maine, 14 to 18 inches for all of you. Pure snow, no mixing. Perfect. Syracuse, Rochester, Buffalo, New York, you get clipped on the western edge. 6 to 10 inches. Not as much as areas to your south and east, but still a legitimate snowstorm. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 12 inches. Harrisburg, 10 to 12. Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, 14 to 16. You are in the heavy band. Now, here is what nobody is talking about yet. The cold behind this storm. This is dangerous cold, life-threatening cold, especially if you lose power. Tuesday morning, lows below zero as far south as northern Mississippi. Northern Arkansas, Tennessee, below zero. Memphis could hit 0 degrees. Nashville, 5 below zero. Little Rock, 0. These are areas that just got slammed with ice. Power is out, no heat, and temperatures are dropping into the single digits and below zero. Even Charlotte could drop to 10 degrees Tuesday morning. Raleigh, 15 degrees. Atlanta, 20 degrees. Up north, it is even worse. Chicago, 10 below zero. Minneapolis, 25 below zero. Detroit, 5 below zero. Cleveland, 0. And the daytime highs, they do not help much. Tuesday afternoon, Memphis only gets to 20 degrees, Nashville 18, Charlotte 25. It takes days for significant melting to begin. That ice stays, that snow stays, schools stay closed all week in many areas. Wednesday morning, another brutal freeze. Then Thursday morning, still below freezing almost everywhere east of the Rockies. This is a multi-day, possibly week-long event in terms of impacts. Let me give you city-by-city timing now. Exact hours when this starts, peaks and ends for 50 locations. Oklahoma City, already ongoing. Peaks this afternoon, ends tonight. Total 8 inches snow. Tulsa, already ongoing. Peaks this afternoon, ends tonight. Total 8 inches snow. Little Rock, already ongoing. Peaks this evening, ends Sunday morning. Total 4 inches sleet, half-inch ice. Memphis, started this morning. Peaks tonight, ends Sunday morning. Total 2 inches snow, 2 inches sleet, quarter-inch ice. Nashville, started this morning. Peaks tonight, ends Sunday afternoon. Total 3 inches snow, 1 inch sleet, quarter-inch ice. Jackson, Mississippi, starts this afternoon. Peaks tonight through Sunday morning, ends Sunday afternoon. Total 1 inch ice. Shreveport, Louisiana, starts this afternoon. Peaks Sunday morning, ends Sunday afternoon. Total 3/4 inch ice. Dallas, starts this evening. Peaks overnight, ends Sunday morning. Total 1/4 inch ice. Houston, starts late tonight. Peaks Sunday morning, ends Sunday afternoon. Total 1/10 inch ice possible. St. Louis, starts this afternoon. Peaks tonight, ends Sunday morning. Total 10 inches snow. Louisville, starts this evening. Peaks overnight through Sunday morning, ends Sunday afternoon. Total 10 to 12 inches snow. Cincinnati, starts this evening. Peaks Sunday morning, ends Sunday afternoon. Total 10 to 12 inches snow. Indianapolis, starts this evening. Peaks Sunday morning, ends Sunday afternoon. Total 8 to 10 inches snow. Knoxville, already started. Peaks this afternoon through tonight, ends Sunday morning. Total 2 inches snow, 1 inch sleet, some ice. Asheville, starts this evening. Peaks overnight through Sunday, ends Sunday evening. Total 3 inches snow, 2 inches sleet, quarter to half-inch ice. Charlotte, starts between 6 and 9 p.m. tonight. Peaks overnight through Sunday morning, ends Sunday evening. Total 2 inches sleet, quarter to half-inch ice. Greenville, South Carolina, starts this evening. Peaks Sunday morning, ends Sunday evening. Total 1 inch sleet, half to 1 inch ice. Atlanta, starts late tonight. Peaks Sunday morning, ends Sunday afternoon. Total 1/4 to half-inch ice in northern suburbs. Raleigh, starts late tonight. Peaks Sunday morning, ends Sunday afternoon. Total 1 inch snow, 1 inch sleet, 1/4 inch ice. Richmond, starts late tonight or early Sunday. Peaks Sunday morning and afternoon, ends Sunday night. Total 4 inches snow, 1 inch sleet, 1/4 inch ice. Roanoke, starts this evening. Peaks Sunday morning, ends Sunday evening. Total 5 inches snow, sleet, and 1/4 inch ice. Washington, D.C. starts late tonight or pre-dawn Sunday. Peaks Sunday morning through afternoon, ends Sunday evening. Total 8 inches snow, then mixing. Baltimore, same as D.C. starts pre-dawn Sunday. Peaks Sunday midday, ends Sunday evening. Total 6 to 10 inches. Philadelphia, starts Sunday morning. Peaks Sunday afternoon, ends Sunday night. Total 8 inches with mixing. New York City. Starts Sunday morning. Peaks Sunday afternoon and evening. Ends Monday morning. Total 10 inches. Boston. Starts Sunday mid-morning. Peaks Sunday evening through Monday morning. Ends Monday afternoon. Total 14 inches. Hartford. Starts Sunday morning. Peaks Sunday evening through Monday morning. Ends Monday midday. Total 16 inches. Providence. Starts Sunday morning. Peaks Sunday night through Monday morning. Ends Monday afternoon. Total 15 inches. Albany. Starts Sunday morning. Peaks Sunday afternoon through Monday morning. Ends Monday afternoon. Total 18 inches. Worcester. Starts Sunday morning. Peaks Sunday evening through Monday midday. Ends Monday evening. Total 18 inches. Burlington, Vermont. Starts Sunday late morning. Peaks Sunday night through Monday. Ends Monday evening. Total 16 inches. Portland, Maine. Starts Sunday afternoon. Peaks Monday morning. Ends Monday evening. Total 16 inches. Syracuse. Starts Sunday afternoon. Peaks Sunday evening. Ends Monday morning. Total 8 inches. Pittsburgh. Starts late tonight. Peaks Sunday through Sunday night. Ends Monday morning. Total 12 inches. Cleveland. Starts Sunday morning. Peaks Sunday afternoon. Ends Sunday night. Total 6 inches. Detroit. Starts Sunday afternoon. Peaks Sunday evening. Ends Monday morning. Total 4 to 6 inches. Chicago. Starts Sunday afternoon. Peaks Sunday night. Ends Monday morning. Total 3 to 5 inches. You are on the far western edge. Now let me tell you about the 3 biggest danger zones in this entire storm. Danger zone number 1. Northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, northern Mississippi. The ice accumulation here is historic. 1 inch of ice. If you live in this zone, you need to be prepared for extended power outages. Days, possibly over a week in rural areas. Have multiple ways to stay warm. Have food that does not require cooking. Have water stored. Assume you will lose power. Danger zone number 2. The upstate of South Carolina and the southern escarpment of North Carolina. Greenville, Spartanburg, Pickens, Anderson, Brevard, Hendersonville. Same ice forecast. 1/2 to 1 inch. Same power outage risk. And here is what makes it worse for you. Sunday evening, those elevated thunderstorms with strong winds hit you right as ice is coating everything. That is when the catastrophic tree damage happens. That is when entire neighborhoods go dark. Danger zone number 3, the cold. If you lose power anywhere from Texas to Maine, you are facing dangerous, potentially life-threatening cold starting Monday night. Below 0 temperatures with no heat is an emergency. Check on neighbors, especially elderly neighbors, especially anyone living alone. Carbon monoxide poisoning from improper generator use kills people every single winter storm. If you run a generator, it goes outside, away from windows, away from doors, never in a garage, never in a basement. Here is what you need to understand about this storm. This is not hype. This is not exaggeration. The National Weather Service does not issue ice storm warnings lightly. They do not predict 1-inch ice accumulations unless the data supports it. This is real. This is happening, and it is unfolding faster than the models predicted. Some of you are going to lose power in the next few hours. Some of you already have. If you are watching this and you still have power, use this time. Charge devices, do laundry, run dishwasher, get ready. For those of you in the snow zones, this is a different kind of challenge. 18 inches of snow is paralyzing, but it is manageable if you have power. Stay inside, do not drive, wait it out, enjoy it if you can, but here is my biggest concern. Monday and Tuesday, the recovery period, the cold settling in, the weight of ice on trees, the secondary power outages from trees falling days after the storm. This is when people get hurt. This is when people make dangerous decisions. Do not go outside and start cutting ice-covered trees with chainsaws. Wait for professionals. Do not climb ladders to knock ice off your roof. It is not worth it. One more thing. Next week, we might do this again. There are signals in the long-range models for another storm system, probably Wednesday or Thursday of next week. It is too early to know details, but stay aware. This might not be over. Let me give you one final timeline summary for the major regions. Deep South, already in the storm. Worst ice accumulation happens tonight through Sunday morning. Storm exits Sunday afternoon. Brutal cold arrives Monday. Mid-South and Tennessee Valley, in the storm now, continues through Sunday. Exits Sunday evening. Brutal cold Monday and Tuesday. Carolinas and Georgia. Storm arrives this evening and tonight. Worst impacts Sunday morning through Sunday evening. That squall line Sunday evening is critical. Exits Monday morning, cold locks in Monday through Thursday, mid-Atlantic. Storm arrives late tonight or early Sunday. Worst impacts Sunday midday through Sunday evening, exits Sunday night or Monday morning, cold settles in Monday, northeast. Storm arrives Sunday morning, intensifies Sunday afternoon, peak intensity Sunday night through Monday morning, exits Monday afternoon and evening, brutal cold Tuesday and Wednesday. If I did not mention your specific town, drop it in the comments. Tell me where you live. I will reply with your forecast. Seriously, I will answer every single comment. You deserve to know what is coming. This storm is historic. The National Weather Service in multiple offices is using words like crippling and catastrophic. They do not use those words often. When they do, you listen. Travel is going to be impossible across huge portions of the country for days. If you have travel plans Sunday or Monday, cancel them now. Do not wait. Airlines are already canceling flights. Highways will close. Interstates will shut down. You do not want to be stranded. Power outages will be widespread. We are talking hundreds of thousands of people without power. In some areas, millions. Utility crews are pre-positioning, but they can only do so much when the damage is this widespread. Here is the good news. We knew this was coming. We have had days to prepare. Most people are taking this seriously. That is going to save lives. Here is the bad news. The storm is performing ahead of schedule. It is more intense than models predicted. The ice accumulations in the deep south are going to exceed forecasts. The snow totals in the northeast are going to exceed forecasts. This is a overperforming storm, and that is dangerous. Watch for my updates. I will be posting constantly on social media through this entire event. Real-time radar, real-time reports. If something changes, you will know immediately. Stay safe, stay warm. Check on your neighbors, and remember, this too shall pass. By next weekend, temperatures moderate. Melting begins. Life returns to normal. But this week, this is serious. Treat it that way. Comment below where you are, what you are seeing, what time it started in your area. Let's keep each other informed. Let's keep each other safe. This is the big one. The storm we will talk about for years.